Okay, we're here today to talk about fundraising event proposal for Detroit PAL. The Paris of the Midwest, the automotive capital of the world, the Motor City, Motown, Hockey Town, the D. Call it what you may, but for all of us here, Detroit is home. We know it as a symbol of hard work, dedication, and revitalization. A city full of character and constant improvement. A city that shares the values of Detroit PAL. When raising funds for this great organization, why not make it entirely about the city and the state where it all began? The city is our inspiration for this event, and we are calling this event the Made in Michigan Celebrity Softball Game. This game will be a slow-pitch, 7-inning softball game, and with the game and all of its activities centered around the wonderful state of Michigan. Now, who could play in this softball game, you might ask? From Detroit proud musicians like Kid Rock, Eminem, and Big Sean, to actors and comedians such as Jeff Daniels, Tim Allen, and J.K. Simmons, to athletes such as Joyke Bell, Justin Advocator, and Magic Johnson, there's a multitude of influential people who have called Michigan home, giving us a vast list to choose from for our teams. We hope also to include local celebrities such as news anchors, radio personalities, politicians, businessmen, to give a well-rounded representation of our home state. And as you can see right here, this is just a few examples of the many great celebrities that we have from our home, the Mitten. Where? Sticking with the theme of Detroit, this game will take place right in the heart of one of our very own neighborhoods, Midtown, on the campus of Wayne State University. The game will be held right on their baseball field, along with the surrounding areas being used for activities to entertain fans. We hope to give fans a first-hand look of what Detroit is all about. What's a good ball game without good food and drinks to go with it? We are lucky enough here in this city to have numerous local businesses right at our fingertips that give us a wide range of options for food. Not only will there be a concession stand open for the ball game, but after the game, a barbecue will be held in which the players will mingle with fans, sign autographs, and take pictures. We want this barbecue to be your typical summer meal consisting of burgers, hot dogs, Michigan-made pop, sides, and of course, ice cream for dessert. We're lucky enough here to have the headquarters for many local businesses that are throughout the country, such as Little Caesars, Fago, Better Made, and Verner's. Slows to Go Barbecue is a great option to have cater this event, seeing as they're a hometown business that has great food that many can enjoy. Another part to this fundraiser would occur simultaneously with the game. It's our hopes that a silent auction would be held with all proceeds to go directly towards Detroit PAL. All items to be bid on are going to be donated directly to the event. And we hope to make up baskets to auction off that contains items highlighting the different parts of Michigan, including but not limited to Detroit, the Upper Peninsula, Traverse City, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, and Mackinac Island. It's our hope that these baskets will contain things such as hotel stays, sporting event tickets, restaurant gift certificates, excursions, and goods themselves. Now, there will be one set ticket price to allow fans admission into this game, and that ticket price will include entrance to the game, one raffle ticket for a grand prize, and the after-game barbecue. In addition to the actual game, there will be an area set up full of backyard games for fans to take part in. These games are included but aren't limited to ladder golf, cornhole, horseshoes, and various bounce houses that the kids can enjoy. We hope to add this in to the game experience so that if the game were to not be as entertaining to some fans than others, we have this added bonus for them to keep their attention. Now, the schedule of events is pretty simple and based on what we have planned so far. Setup will start around 7 a.m. and we're hoping that with all of the rented goods coming in and being delivered directly to the field, we'll be able to set up from 7 to 11. At 11 a.m. the gates will open and the participants will begin allowed to be warming up. We will have the concession stand, the activity area, and the silent auction tents will all open at that time as well. So there will be a little bit of time for fans to mingle prior to the game actually beginning. We are hoping that announcements will start at 12 o'clock sharp, and then the national anthem will be played at 12:05, followed by the first pitch being thrown out at 12:10. Now, it's kind of hard to estimate how long a game would take just because you never know what's going to happen. But with our plans, we're hoping that the game will conclude around 2:30, and with that, we will also close the silent auction. At 2:30 then, the barbecue will open, and the meet and greet will begin with all the participants and the fans. The silent auction items will then be, the winners will be announced during the barbecue, and we're hoping that that time will take around 2.5 hours, concluding around 5. And then we will have tear down and cleanup beginning around 6 o'clock. Now, our budgeted items for this, we projected a total estimated expense of around $8,000 with a contingency built right into that for unforeseen circumstances and expenses. And with a goal of $25,000 net profit set for Detroit PAL, we need to have a net income of about $33,000. We are certain that with sponsorship, an intense marketing campaign, and all of our hard work, we will exceed more than $25,000 net profit. Detroit PAL already has a great relationship with many businesses and organizations throughout the city of Detroit. We are going to take advantage of this relationship that's already built and use Quicken Loans as our corporate sponsor. With its headquarters located downtown Detroit and its many ties to the city, it makes for the perfect face of our fundraising effort. The event would be marketed as brought to Detroit by Quicken Loans, and the Quicken Loans logo would be present on all marketing and signage. We also would have the Detroit Lions, another Detroit PAL sponsor our activity area and use that to promote the Lions promoting health and wellness and physical activity for the youth in the city. Along with DTE Energy and Better Made Potato Chips and Faygo, they will sponsor the concession and after-game barbecue with both funds and donated items for the guests. The another highlighted item that we should talk about for our sponsorship is they will donate all the funds and goods needed for the silent auction baskets. Our plan is to have no overhead costs for the silent auction, meaning that we will make nothing but a profit from that part of the event. So the timeline for this event proposal goes, we're presenting it to you today, June 30th. We're hoping that you will approve it by tomorrow, July 1st. With that, we would like to secure our venue and have the down payment done by July 8th. We would like to secure our celebrity participants and have all their contracts signed by July 20th, giving us a quick 2-week turnaround. We are hoping that we are already in contact with agents in order to secure these celebrities, that it will be no problem. We can secure them already for the event. By July 27th, we're hoping to secure all of our sponsorships and have our sponsorships contracts signed. By August 3rd, we'll have a meeting of our subcommittee, and that committee is made up of the fundraising director, the assistant fundraising director, the director of game day operations, the barbecue director, the concessions and catering director, and our marketing and sponsorship directors. By August 17th, we would like to have a volunteer meeting with all of our volunteers who are willing to work the event, just so we are able to inform them on what their duties will be and what their expectations are for the actual event. August 24th, around 1 week out from the event, we're going to have a final run-through. That will be done at the Detroit PAL headquarters, more like a dry run-through of what our expectations are for the day. And the event date is Saturday, September 5th, 2015. And like we stated before, the game will start precisely on time at 12:10 with gates opening for admission at 11 a.m. In conclusion, we would like to talk about how important the fundraising effort is for Detroit PAL. Sometimes we can get lost in the behind the scenes trying to raise money, but we really need to realize what Detroit PAL is all about. They're all about building character and community for the youth of Detroit. And I think an event like this type, which builds the community together and really promotes that hometown Michigan heritage, will help to further solidify these values that Detroit PAL is trying to teach our youth today. So I hope you enjoyed this proposal and you take it seriously, and thank you for your time.